G'day guys, my Christmas presents arrived. Ooh. Yeah. I've been wanting to do this for a while. So what we got here is we have a pitbull kit guitar. So you get your neck and so forth. Hey, they even give me a plectrum. Look at that. Nice. What it basically is, it's the shape of a telly. It's got sort of hardware of a Les Paul and sort of a solid hardtail bridge similar to a Strat, but obviously Strats aren't hardtails. But yeah, so I now have some content for the channel. I do have a new instrumental song which I have been working on. I'm not going to release it till I'm happy with it, but I've got some content, so I'm going to build this over time. I'm going to do it properly, so doing heaps of research and making sure the finish is perfect. It comes with everything. It's got twin humbuckers and everything you need to put it together. So we'll get into that. First thing I'm going to do is just fit it all together to make sure it's all going to fit. I want to do that before I start painting it. Yeah. All right. So Pitbull guitars are an Australian company which sell these. First thing we're going to do is fit the neck. Make sure it's going to be straight, and then we're going to put some strings on it, so it involves fitting up the bridge, the neck, and some of maybe the two outside strings, just to make sure we got the neck straight. Then I can pull it all apart again and start with the finishing process. I'm going to shape the headstock. I'm not going to leave it square like that. I'm going to make it more like a Telecaster shape, because it is a Telecaster shaped guitar. Oh, plus it's a 7-string. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 7 strings. So it's got to be tuned to B. Top string will be B instead of E. So it's going to be nice and low. So guys, got a bit excited and I fitted it all up together. Now it's been together for a week. I have not tuned this since I put it together. Sorry, I missed the chord. I mean, it's not perfectly in tune, but it's holding tune. Quite happy with the quality, it's really good. The neck fit perfectly in its little slot there. I have heard they can be a bit tight. Things you got to do, you don't have to, but I'm going to shape the headstock so it is an actual Telecaster shape. Most people do that. That's why they leave them like blank, so you can do what you want to do. I had to, well, obviously you've got to adjust all the intonations and all of that sort of thing, and your string heights, but the main thing you got to do is the nut. They haven't really grooved it out, so I've got to get a nut file, because the action is way too high up at the nut, but that's usual. You have to do that. So that's my thing that I've got to get is the nut files. I'm going to pull it all apart and I've got to start sanding it ready for paint. I've decided I'm going to paint it the same colour that I'm painting my Datsun. So it's going to match my Datsun basically. I was going to keep it a wood grain, but this is my first one. I'm going to do a little bit more simple. I've got to muck around and practice getting nice satin wood grain finishes before I do so. So I'm really happy with this guitar, 7-string, so I'll be able to muck around with some deeper tones. Sorry I didn't take you along for the ride for the fit up, I just got a bit excited. But I will take you along the ride for the rest. I've got to shape the edges of the frets so they're a bit nicer when you slide your hand up and down. I've got to probably check the actual frets, make sure they're all the same height, which involves just getting a file. You've got to put texture marks on every fret, and then you've got to get a file and run it the whole way along, and that'll tell you which ones are low and which ones are high. Then you just file them down so they're all the same, so that eliminates all the string buzz. I'm getting a bit at the moment because it's not set up properly, but I think this guitar is going to play really nice when I'm finished with it. Don't know what the pickups sound like because they're not wired up yet. I will do that afterwards, but I'm pretty excited to get into it. My modern custom Tele copy. So I do have some more Corsa files coming through the mail, but I'm getting impatient. I can't wait. So I just got to run these files backwards and forwards for each slot until it's at the right height, as I said. So it's probably better using some that aren't as coarse anyway, because less chance of me overfiling it. Alright guys, so first thing I want to do before I pull it apart is get the action right, so I'm not scratching stuff up afterwards. The nut up here needs a bit of filing. I've got these files that they're actually meant for welders, but inside you've got all different sizes, so I'm just going to file out each one until it's at the right height for the action here, because at the moment I've already done the first one. It needs to go a little bit further, but the rest are still pretty high. So I'm going to file each one out, and then I can take the guitar apart and start prepping it for paint. Okay guys, that didn't take as long as I thought. I've got them all grooved out, and they're at a height that I'm happy with. Before I did it, I was getting my fingers all crossed up trying to play open chords up here, but now it's now I can play them easily. So just that little bit of time made a world of difference to the way it plays. Wouldn't think a couple of a mil or two would make a difference, but it does. So I'm going to pull it all apart now. Yeah, I'm going to pull it all apart, and I'm going to start sanding it ready for paint, because it's at that stage now. I do have to reshape the headstock, so I'll probably do that while it's apart. Be a lot easier. Nice. Okay, let's do it. Alright guys, I'm sorry, I did have some time-lapse video going. But I'm using my iPhone to record with, and lately, for some reason, it has been turning itself off while it's recording. I'll have to look into that, see what the go is, but as you can see, I've got it all apart. Got all the parts bagged up and back in the box. So now it's time to prep. I am going to reshape the headstock so it is the same shape as a Telecaster, because it is a Telecaster shaped body, even though it's got humbuckers in it and pots like a Gibson. So I'm going to paint it the same way as I paint a car. So I'm going to experiment. I'm going to start off with 180, but if that's going to take too long, I'm going to smack it with some 80 grit and then go down to 180. So let's go, guys. Fun and games. Let's get this painted. So what I want to do is try and get this as flat as possible, so get as much grain out so that the high fill primer doesn't have to do as much work. So I think I'll go with the 180 first. So that's sanded up good enough, I think. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come out first thing in the morning. I'm going to hit it with a good few coats of high fill primer. I'll let that go off for a week, and then I'm going to block it back and I'll see how it looks. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to prime it twice to get it as flat as I want it. Yeah, so I'll do that. I'm going to sign off for this video. Okay guys, thanks for watching. If you want to see more, don't be afraid to subscribe, and we'll do this again very, very soon. Thank you.